I think it certainly goes without saying that many people realise His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, Prince William, simply, to put it in more finer words, can't stand the Duchess of Sussex. That's right, Meghan Markle. Ever since, of course, people caught her rooting in the back of his boot at that polo match, people were very suspicious of course, Meghan's relationship with our wonderful prince. And what I find fascinating is I think he really did try, alongside his father, His Majesty the King. They really tried to welcome Meghan into the fold. And you could see that right at the beginning. He was very gracious, kind, even, of course, trying to make sure that he could become friendly with her for the sake of his younger brother, of course, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry. Then everything took a turn for the worse, simply because he dared to suggest to his younger brother that he maybe took things a little slower. This got back to Meghan, and very quickly she decided that he was a number one enemy. But Meghan herself is very shrewd, some people might suggest, in making sure that she angers the Prince of Wales alongside the Princess of Wales, Catherine, by simply doing this. As ever, let me explain. Good to see you. You all right? We'll have a quick wave. Not bad, thank you. By the way, I'm glad you enjoyed the recent video all about London's Lost Cinema in Leicester Square. It's strange. I just also remember, I must share this with you, very strange memory that happened to me in there, because I was there for a premiere, we reported on a premiere. And in the lift, I got stuck with Bono from U2 and David Bowie, two legends, and there was a lift, and for some inexplicable reason, we were in the lift, myself and the cameraman, and it broke down. I think the fashion designer, Julian McDonald, was there as well, and it was one of those, nobody said anything, they sort of like, oh, and then we all ended up having such a laugh. And I think I remember David Bowie saying, I'm gasping to go out for a cigarette, and I said, well, we're all trapped here, you might as well do your song in here. We got on incredibly well, as you can imagine. Good fun, a lot of memories. Very sad when those cinemas, those elegant cinemas of yesteryear, are wiped away, I'm sure you'll all agree. Back as ever though to your royal story of the day. Yes, when you think about it, there's no love lost simply between Prince William and Meghan. He simply can't stand it. You could dress it up any way you want, but that truly is the story. And what I find fascinating in itself is that Meghan, realises this and decides to capitalise on how she can send even more hurt to someone that apparently she should care something about. After all, he is the elder brother of her husband, Prince Harry. But Harry, we've seen, is such a petulant child himself, clearly wants to do anything to ruffle feathers with his family, even though, of course, it's up to them to reach out to them to make that, very much initial apology. Here's where it gets even more interesting, though, because according to that source, you see the reason why Meghan simply does this, and it's this: by wearing jewels, some even copied from the late and beautiful Princess Diana, the mother of both princes, lest we forget. I do get very angry that Harry cites it as his mother, as if he's the only one. Two of them went through that terrible tragedy, as did many in the rest of the world who loved, respected and admired the late princess. People forget that. Harry basically said he couldn't understand why people were upset. What a dumbo. She meant so much to so many of us, for those, in particular myself, who were lucky enough to meet her. See, what Meghan does is she wears these jewellery, knowing, Diana's late jewellery, knowing that she, Prince William finds this upsetting. He made sure that none of the jewels were allowed to be worn at the royal wedding and prior to the wedding. But of course, the moment Harry got his hands on certain aspects of the jewels via inheritance, he made sure he showered these on, of course, his wife, who he truly believes, I've been told, is his mother reincarnated. And let's not forget, she threw herself on the final resting place of Diana and basically asked for guidance. I'm sure if she was asking for guidance, it wouldn't have been to upset eldest son, the Prince of Wales. But Meghan, of course, knowing exactly how to psychologically break people, thinks that this is, well, just simply par of the course. That is, of course, until Catherine and the Prince of Wales finally capitulate and say, yes, we're sorry. Don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon, do you? Neil Sean in the very heart of Yorkshire.